Hi everyone, it's Mary Street, and in this video I'm going to answer the question, if I can't see messages, does that mean I never will? So that question comes from one of the members of our private Facebook group, So You Think You Are Psychic. If you'd like to join us, I invite you to do so. Before I answer the question though, I would like to ask that you like and subscribe and share this video with anyone you feel may be dealing with the same issue or have the same question. All right, so going back to the question again, there is two ways how this will play out. So one is that you may never develop the ability to see, and that is just something that you might just have to come to acceptance with. And the other option is that it may develop for you over time as you practice, as you sit in meditation, as you start to move forward with your reading processes. It is a possibility that that just may appear for you, okay? So what I would say is continue to practice your two most optimum clairs. And today I'm going to actually go over the most common clairs with you so you understand how people typically receive information, all right? This will give you an idea of perhaps what your best one or two options are. And what I would suggest is, I would suggest that you work and strengthen those rather than strengthen something that's either non-existent or weak. Again, over time, it is possible that you may receive another opening for another ability. That actually happened for me when I started to read. Then all of a sudden, a mediumship started showing up for me. It wasn't something that I asked for, but I believe what happened was the more I sat in meditation, the more I practiced reading and developing my psychic abilities, it just started to unfold for me. So that's why I say it is a possibility for you in the future. So I'm going to actually go over very quickly some of the ways that people naturally tap into their senses. So the first sense, and this is my highest sense, is hearing, which is known as clairaudience. Clair in French means clearly. So this means to hear clearly. So you will hear an inner voice, or they also call it a small still voice inside of your head. It may sound like your voice. And here's where I want to caution you. Some people think, am I hearing voices? I'm crazy, or something else is going on. The true meaning of clairaudience, and when you receive messages, and this is how you know you're receiving it in a positive light, is that the messages will always be very clear, very direct, one or two sentences, but they never will include messages about harming yourself or harming others or any negative messages. So again, the clear hearing is known as clairaudience. And the next clair that I'd like to cover is clairvoyance. So this is my next highest clair. Most likely you have one or two clairs that are most common to you. So what I would also say is, don't worry about what you don't have, just focus on what you do have, because in this lifetime you've received what you need. Okay, so clairvoyance is called clairseeing, and so it's the ability to see visions through our third eye. Sometimes the vision will just be a picture and then it goes away. Sometimes it will be like an old-fashioned movie where you'll literally see a movie flash before your eyes. Sometimes readers are abstract, so they'll just get a flash of color, or they'll get an abstract vision, and then they have to kind of work harder and they have to figure that out. For those abstract readers, I highly suggest that you learn to read tarot or oracle cards, because that will give you a place for your information, your psychic information, to land, okay? So that is clairvoyance. The next one is clairalience, and clairalience is picking up scents and smells. So the way that it works for me, and it does not again happen very often, is when my dad is present in spirit, I smell his cologne and I smell his cigarettes, because he used to smoke and he used to wear this cologne that would set off my allergies, and that's how I know it's him. Another tip for me is when I know someone has been a heroin user or around people that have done heroin, I kind of get this scent, and it's a very pungent scent. Also, I get what is called clairgustance, which is clair tasting. So I get a color brown, I get a very pungent smell, but I taste something that's very, very bitter in my mouth. And by seeing those three things, I know that that is my symbol for, again, heroin use, or someone who's around someone who does heroin. Again, it is not something that happens to me all the time, and I would say on the whole it's an uncommon ability for most people, but it can be done. Okay, the next thing is clair feeling, which is known as clairsentience. This also has ties to empathic ability. So if you're an empath, what that means is you literally can sit down next to someone or talk to someone or sit on a chair, and the thing that they were feeling, you just start to feel. I'm going to caution you with empath abilities that you need to really take care of your own energy and your energetic space. And what I mean by that, it's very important for you to cleanse and clear and cut cords and remove them. It's very important for all of us, but especially for empaths. Empaths are like little sponges, and they suck every piece of information up. The problem with empaths is they don't know where their feelings start and where it ends. And so if you are picking up messages and information as you walk around crowds, or if you just talk to someone, if you just start getting a stomach ache, you're going to start thinking, well, wow, I'm starting to get sick. Maybe it's something I ate. Most likely for you, though, you've just picked up someone's maybe issues. Maybe they've had stress and they hold it in their stomach. So it's really highly important for you to learn how to control your empathic abilities and discern what energy is yours and what energy is not, okay? The next clair is clair knowing, which is called claircognizance. And this is really about intuitively knowing something. It's like it just comes in for you and you know this to be true. So that's how claircognizance works for you. And also, if you are a highly creative person and you just get ideas, most designers, whether they admit this or not, are probably clairsentience and claircognizance, because they get a download of information. If you go and you actually Google designers and gut feelings, you'll be surprised at how much information comes up. Warren Buffett also gets a lot of ideas this way, and I believe he also gets ideas gut feeling. So most commonly you'll hear men say that I got a gut feeling, and that's clairsentience. So in summary, it doesn't really matter if you will receive the ability to see. You might be receiving messages another way. What I would say from this point on is to figure out of the information I just gave you, what do you feel are your highest and best abilities at this time, and then work from that. Again, if you're not sure, go back and watch this video. I also highly suggest that you do a Google search of psychic abilities, and from there you can kind of figure out what highest senses are working for you now, and again, how to hone this. I will be sharing some more videos on how to practice bringing the abilities forward. And one last thing before I shut the video down is I want to highly stress that you need to meditate. And I'm going to share another video on why you need to meditate and what sort of meditations work best for the psychic, because there are certain meditations that work best for us, and I want to share with you why you need to do them, okay? So I hope this video was helpful. Please like and subscribe and share this message with anyone you feel may be open. And if you have any questions, I'm here for you. I'd love to help you by making a video to answer your question. Many blessings to you and continued success on your psychic journey.